He went to come to me East and maybe give me some help, because after the C-section, I can use all the help I can get. So cute. Especially since all Graham's done today is sleep. I think it's fair.
I was already doing it in the hospital, so I feel like she could do it at home. But she just acts like a big baby. It makes me...
I mean, listen, these two were doomed from the very beginning. The moment that we met Graham, or at least I met Graham, I was like, yo, this guy's going to be a problem in their relationship. And so far, so soon, and so far, he's already being one. But listen, at the same time, though, obviously, this is what happens when you have a kid at the age of 16, you know? The boy is still going to want to be a boy. And the girl's going to have to pretty much grow up quicker than he has, you know? Sadly so, because she's one who's going to have the baby most of the time anyway. You know what I mean? While the boy is still at home, being able to do what he wants. And his mentality is definitely going to be lazy. For the most part, but it's tragic. But this is why we don't have kids when we're underage. You know what I mean? This is why we don't have kids when we're not prepared. But hey ho.
Almost all last night, so... I'm gonna watch me some basketball.
Really? I think around 3 is when his mom's coming. They don't like Graham because they don't see him as someone that's dependable. And they're not wrong, because he's supposed to be here for a week and he's only been here for a day and he started leaving, so it just...
I mean, listen, don't get me started with Graham and his mum. You know, like, his mum doesn't do anything to even try and push her son to be a father. She just basically, she's basically his scapegoat, you know, his exit plan. And she enabled it. Maybe his mum's under the impression that Kaylee got pregnant on purpose to trap her son, and that's why she's being the way she's being. You never know, but we continue.
Shows it even more. Said, Graham's mom's about to be here, and Graham just gets to leave and not even act like a parent.
It hurts me, because I know she's hurting. I notice that Becky always wants to hold Easton when she's around. She'll go grab him, even if he's sleeping, and wake him up just to hold him.
You would think for someone who's been a mother herself, she wouldn't do that, you know? She should know better than to wake up a baby that is sleeping. That is not good. You never do that. But hey, you know, she's coming at a very convenient time for herself, and she thinks it's okay to play the baby. Like, yo, like, come here when the baby's awake, you know what I mean? But you've come here to take your son home when your son should be here. Your son was meant to be here for a week, but you're taking him off for a day. It's funny because before the baby was born, she wouldn't even drive her son to Kaylee when Kaylee was pregnant. Now the baby's born, she's driving to pick up her son. What? You see what I mean? There's no sense. Like, Graham is the way he is because his mom is just, yeah, she's his mom.
For a minute, and if he starts crying, she's quick to hand him off. Frustrating to see Becky show up all bubbly and excited, as if she's there to help us out with the newborn, and actually she's there just to take the help away.
That being Graham, she's just there to pick up her son. Some people are there just to show, but not to act. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
That just gets to leave and just go back to his old life and just have fun and be a teenager.
During the week, when Graham doesn't have to work or anything after school, do you think you guys could come over during the week any?
The fact that Kaylee's mom has to ask that tells you everything that you need to know.
So are you coming back on Tuesday?
Most likely.
The boy doesn't even have any enthusiasm about coming back to see his own son. Can you imagine? But hey, listen, we could sit and say that it's her fault for being with him, but also at the same time we can say that it's both their fault for not strapping up. Listen, at the end of the day, the baby's here now, so the blame game is irrelevant. The question is, can they, you know, progress their relationship moving forward? Well, this is the last episode of the season, so I don't know. I guess you have to check the socials, but on the socials, I can imagine they're probably only going to show us what they want to show us rather than what we really want to know. Are you guys actually co-parenting properly or not? Nonetheless, though, let's move on to the next couple.
You serious?
Uh-huh.
Like it's not a joke?
No.
I realized that it was me being a dad for one of my own. I was kind of in shock. I didn't really. From now until the baby's born, I can just work on being the best possible person that I can be.
So obviously, you know, the announcement is here. Jenna's pregnant. This time she's 21, I think. She's 21 or she's 19? Oh, damn. Either way, she's a little bit older, which I guess is better than the first time. And this time she's in a better position, which is, you know, a good thing. Is it still too young for her to be having a second child? Well, I guess that is subjective, as it depends on the people that are involved. So it's not for me. It's not for me to say that, hey, you're wrong for having another child. Obviously, at this moment in time in your life, but you know what I mean, because they are at the legal age now. So as long as it works, you know. But I will say this though: is she having a child with the right person this time? That I can say yes. Obviously now she's with someone who obviously is going to want to stick around. Somebody's going to want to obviously help her raise their child together, as well as also being a great co-parent for Luca as well. You know what I mean? So the good news is, at least this time around, the news has come in a more positive position, especially given what JJ has to say next.
Concerns thinking about raising 2 kids. I definitely don't think it's going to be super easy to have a baby. I mean, I would say we would be the most stable going to school or stuff like that, and we pretty much already have our incomes.
So I like the fact that he acknowledges that it's not going to be easy because because Luca's already in the picture. He already acknowledges that it's not going to be easy raising 2 kids, which is good, you know. But he also recognizes that at this moment in time, he's been happy raising Luca, which is good, because that means he's never going to, you know, make that child feel differently. But the worst thing that could happen is that when their baby come, he will start to prioritize that kid over Luca. You know what I mean? Which is something that I don't see him doing, which is good. So again, she's having a child with the right person this time around. And then also on top of that, obviously we've got the situation where he talks about their financials. Right now, they're both in positions where they're both able to earn money. Neither one of them have to go to school. So therefore, you know, it means they are both going to always be able to be home all the time. And also, JJ has his own place as well, which is good as well. There's no need to stay with anyone's parents. So they are in a very, very good position. Obviously, there's still things in life they could have done together. But to be fair, saying that though, Luca was always going to be a bit of a hurdle for them to do certain things anyway, you know what I mean? Given the fact that Aiden lives in another state, and also on top of that, it's not like he's there that much to co-parent his own child. He's only there to really cause problems, if anything, or at least from what I've seen anyway. You guys may think different, which is fine. But either way though, this is the last episode of the season. These are the only couples that I'm speaking about, because Lily and Lawrence literally got married. There was nothing to show there at all. Hey, they got married, hippie. Last week it was a whole woo ha ha ha. This week it was, oh no, it's okay now, you know, let's get married, happy days. And Lawrence is like, well, I'm an emotional person, that's why I got mad. But listen, the main thing is that this wedding's definitely happening. Blah da 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 da. There wasn't really much to show. I could have shown the wedding, but why? This isn't Married at First Sight, you know what I'm saying? Or 90 Day Fiancé. But nonetheless, though, with that being said, though, it's been a decent season. I mean, to be honest with you, I prefer this season over last season, to be honest with you. Personally, myself in particular, but hey, that's just me. You guys let me know what you're thinking. Now, of course, given that this is now over, obviously I now need a replacement for what's to come on the channel. I will have a replacement at some point, you know what I mean? I think for the time being, I'll probably do some update videos on what's going on, all that kind of stuff. And then once a new show comes on, I'll probably do that one as well, whichever show that may be. So please do stay patient, stay tuned, and new content will be coming to the channel, obviously, in the very, 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 very near future. Nothing too far, okay? Come on now. Trust within your boy. But with that being said, it's been a pleasure having all of you guys here for this season. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next content that I'm able to deliver for you guys on this platform. Peace.